Alright, so I just set up at the event. I did not record setting up because I forgot my extra GoPro batteries and my GoPro died on me, so I couldn't record setting up. It is currently 10:53 right now. The event goes from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. but both Saturday and Sunday. Pretty good, or pretty good so far. I have a few new things, so it was fun kind of figuring out where I was going to put everything, but it was also a little bit more open space than I thought there would be, so I definitely need to make more stuff. And I asked a couple of vendors around, and this is a newer event. This is only the 4th annual, but the Strawberry Fest here, which is their 10th annual, is better because it's more well known. So that's the one in March. So I'm definitely gonna have to do quite a bit of market prepping for that event, and then of course the April Fair. That's 11 days. That's also here. So my setup is definitely going to change. Like I said, I didn't record setting up because the battery. If I can remember, maybe I'll try to do a breakdown time lapse instead. We'll see if I can remember my stand tomorrow too. And then I will do a pan of what it looks like right now for you guys real quick. And that's it. There are 2.5 other crochets here. Not bad. They both do plushies though, so it's not like different types of crochet. And I knew this event was juried, so 2 to 3 of one group is pretty standard. Would it be great to be the only one? Yes, but that rarely ever happens, especially nowadays with crochet. So I feel like we could have been spread out a little more. All 3 of us are on the same side. We definitely could have been stretched out longer ways because 2 of us are outdoors, 1 of us is indoors, so it definitely could have been stretched out, but that's all right. And then it's awfully windy. It might rain tomorrow too, so I'm worried about keeping my setup here. I don't know how much I'm gonna keep here and what I'm gonna do, but we'll see. And I will continue recording next time I have some sort of update for you guys. Alright, we're 2 hours in. It's currently noon, and I just finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, missed one. 7. So we have 7.5 beads, and I just finished the black skein of yarn, and I brought a second black with me. So I am going to keep going until I use up all of this yellow and just make beads out of it until I run out of this yellow, and then I'll finish the yellow skein and I'll keep the black. Alright, it's been a little while later. I just finished off the yellow skein, and there's way too many, but just take them all. This is all of them, and I am short a portion of one of them. I lost it. Where'd I put it? Hold on. Okay, I don't know. But I got 21.5 beads out of this skein. Now we're going to work on pigs with this. The whole skein is going to go in pigs. Today is Sunday morning, so it's the second day of the show. We got here at like 8:30 again, which was definitely earlier than we needed, even to just like reset everything up. Everything looks the same, though before the show started, I did make another one of these guys. I had 2. I had one in an ice blue and one in a brighter blue, or like a muted, I don't know exactly. And they both sold yesterday for some reason. This is the only other color I had. I also had 2 skeins of like a green color in this size yarn, but I don't think a green well would have been super cute. And I do have a plan for that yarn anyway, so I ended up using the only other color I had, which was purple, and this is the only skein, so now the only 2 are green. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Catalina, owner of Krafts Made by Kat, a small business that sells cute handmade goods. And if you're back for another video, thank you for coming back. I don't know if I did an intro in the clips before this video, so I went ahead and did an intro anyway because I'm not exactly sure. But this is going to be a sit down and chat. This is a market prep recap video. I threw a couple of clips in before this part of me at the market. It is about a week and a half ish after the market. I've kind of just been sitting on this, but I need to record this so that I can edit this video and get this video ready to come out on Friday. And I also need to edit the video for Tuesday as well that I already have the footage for. So this event was a 2-day event. It was at a fairgrounds about an hour away from me. It ran from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. I had to be there no later than 9 on both days. So pretty early mornings for us since we're so far away. We have to make up for the time. And unfortunately, spoiler alert, this event was not that great. I really was hoping that it would be great considering where it was. It was an annual event, how much I paid, and so on and so forth. So let's start with how much I paid. I paid $174 to be there because there was a card processing fee. So technically $173.99 to vend for my spot. I do also have another event with them in March with the same coordinators. It is a strawberry festival, and I've heard that that strawberry festival is much bigger. So this was the Barbecue Bacon and Brews Fest. This was the 4th annual, and I did talk to some other vendors and wandered and walked around and spoke with some people, and they said that it's not usually that slow. They're not really sure why either. Everyone's sales were slow. Sunday was way worse than Saturday. Saturday there was still a steady-ish flow. My grandparents stopped by, that sped things up. But Sunday was just really dead. Like there was just hours where it was dead time, which was strange and slow. So I went ahead and broke down each day. So on Saturday, I sold, I made $247 in revenue, but after everything was, processing fees for cards and so on and so forth, I got $243.18 for Saturday. And I had only sold a handful of items. Both of the fluffy mini whales you guys saw me make in the last video. I was supposed to only make the light blue one and then decided I wanted to make both. Good thing I did because I ended up selling both of them. I sold 2 of my bigger jumbo sea turtles, a big and a small loaf cat, 1 maple chicken, 1 mini bee, 4 mini octos, 5 mini whales, and a squid. And that was it. So, I mean, sales were more spread out on Saturday than on Sunday, but it was still really, really slow. And then on Sunday, my total revenue was $160, and after fees and discounts and all that, total deposited $150.46. And I sold 1 duck and frog hat, 2 mini bees, a popping mushroom, 2 strawberry sea turtles, a watermelon sea turtle, a stingray, and 1 of the heart jelly cats that I made for Valentine's Day. So all in all, I actually don't have the numbers, so I'm doing the math right now. I did $393.64. I think I did that right. Yes, I only got $393.64 minus all the fees, and then if you subtract what I paid to be there, I only profited $220. And considering it's an hour there and an hour back twice because it was the weekend, plus the early setup time, and I didn't even have to set up on Sunday, but I still had to be there before 9 anyway, and then of course the expenses of getting food and everything else that we bought at the event. So all in all, was this event worth it? No, I would say it wasn't. I don't even think I made double my booth fee. Well, I mean, I guess I did if you don't subtract what I paid to be there from the total amount that I made. So that was a little sad. Like I said, I talked to some people and they said it was unusual. Other people had done the 3rd and the 2nd annual. They were much busier, so we don't know if maybe it was the weather. It was kind of windy. It wasn't muggy, it wasn't sunny, it wasn't rainy. It was a little bit windy, so I don't know that the weather really would have stopped anyone from going. I'm not really sure. It was just really slow and not what I expected for this event at all, which is really sad. But I do have their Strawberry Festival coming up in the beginning of March, and like I said, a lot more people said that that event was much bigger. It is also 10th annual Strawberry Fest. This was only 4th annual. Will I do this event again? No. At least not until it's been a few years. Once they hit 7th annual or like way later where they're a little more well known, will I try it again? Maybe, depending on whatever year that is and so on and so forth. Will I do this again next year? No, probably not. I don't know what my plans are for next year. I'm still working out the idea of doing bigger festivals for this year. It's definitely harder. There's pros and cons to doing bigger festivals with a bigger gap in between each event. I don't have an event every weekend, so I'm not making money consistently, but at the same time, I have a longer time to prep for each market, so long as they do well. So I do have an event this Saturday. It is Wednesday. I did sell some stuff to my wholesale. I sell in a store near local to me, and I sold a bunch of my stuff to them, and we have another thing planned as well that I need to start digging into. If this comes about, I'm going to see if I can try to record as much as I can, maybe turn it into a video of what our plan is and what we plan on doing, but if not, when it happens, I will tell you guys about it, so make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I post a video. I have been trying to post 2 times a week starting in the new year, both on Tuesday and on Friday. I was doing good until my event hit and I missed a Tuesday and a Friday. But beside that, I did catch all the days, or I made up for it a day or 2 later. So I'm still trying to post twice a week. I am trying to stick to Tuesday and Friday, but twice a week. But I'm still kind of all over the place, so just make sure you have your notifications on so that you will be notified as soon as I post a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!